welcome to History Gems. And this is the interesting thing about this video. This is likely to be my last video. I'm about to explain why and how I am absolutely continuing my quest to share history with you all. But the reality is, these are hard to do, and hard to do well. And when you get the likes of Nick Hodges on History Buffs or Crash Courses, you see what you can really achieve if you've got the time, the inclination and ability, and I just can't do that. And therefore I find that I get a bigger bang for my buck. I get more views and I have more fun doing other things. I am very proud of everything I've managed to achieve in the world of history since starting these videos, but things have changed. Look at the stack of books I've done, for example. Yes, over the last 5 years, I've now had 7 books published. It all started with The Busy Person's Guide to British History. That was self-published, but it allowed to get me in touch with Amberley. And Deus Vult was the first published book I produced. Then there's a series of the 100 Facts books. I did the British Empire for them, as well as the Napoleonic Wars for them as well. A total of 4, but it means I've been doing other things rather than these videos. I've also branched out. Look, the Romans, not exactly linked with the Napoleonic Wars there. And most recently, the American Presidents in 100 Facts, which came out in time for the 2016 election. My Facebook page posts have been summarised as Forgotten History, which, again, you can get as a book. And the one I'm perhaps most proud of is my first historical novel, Silent Crossroads, came out last year. I ended up having to self-publish that one. Lord knows I tried to get the attention of a publisher and an agent, just didn't happen. But this is the story of Harry Woods, a soldier who starts in World War I in the British trenches and changes sides. Then, in the interwar years, he settles down with his German wife in Germany. And as the storm clouds form in Europe for a Second World War, he ends up fighting for the Germans then, but once more switches back to the British side. So that he's the story of the only British soldier who fought in both world wars on both sides. And now, most recently, I have The Sultan's book that's available right now. But that's not the only stuff I do. There's also my Facebook page, which, as you can see, has a little over 90,000 followers. Or Twitter. I'm at History Gems on Twitter. It's why this channel's called That Thing. But podcasts, they're a lot easier to do than the videos. So there's Condensed History Gems and my latest project, Neon, which is just me on my own bringing pop culture to life with history. So I'm not saying goodbye to the world of history, or indeed you. There are lots of ways to get in contact with me, be it through books, podcasts, social media. It's just YouTube isn't the sweet spot for me anymore. Thank you all very much for listening and following.